Hello everybody. Today again we're taking few exercises, learning what's important about them, how to perform them correctly, and building the lesson around them. The exercises today are the Series of 5 from the MET program of Joseph Pilates. One leg stretch, two leg stretch, one straight leg stretch, two straight leg stretch, and the crisscross. I will, as we build the lesson around it, I will explain what do you have to pay attention and how, and most importantly, what is the position of the romp and your body when you perform them. It might be interesting for you to know that in the original program of Joseph Pilates, he only performed two exercises, one leg stretch and two leg stretch. The rest is sort of an addition of the ballet world, but we will do it anyway. So let's start. We're going to warm up sitting a little differently, and if you have difficulty sitting straight, you can put a pillow underneath you. So you want to achieve a very straight body here. You can sit in a cross-legged position or diamond shape, whatever is best for you. Okay, elongate the spine and bring your arm to the side. Just elongate. Reach right and left, and now I'm going to move a little bit. Place one hand on the ground and just straight to the right side. Try to keep both arms long. Feel the elongation in the long part of the body. Try not to cover your face. And come back. Find your straight line. And go to the other side and reach, 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 reach. You should experience a stretch in the second, in the side of the talia, and come back. Once more. Now, if you want, you can even bend these elbows and go a little deeper. From here, I will ask you to make half a circle. Join with the other arm, go on the other elbow and stretch. And again, go to the first side and reach. And go really reach towards your toes and reach. And come back. Sit straight and let's release the neck a little bit. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder, towards your chest, chin to your chest, left shoulder, and now tilt your head backwards. So you get a nice stretch in the front of your neck. To the left, chin to the chest, to the right, and back. Listen to all the cracking in your neck, and go to the right side, and left. Take it easy, don't jam anything. You want to stretch and release any tension, and come back. You continue to sit in the same position. Place your hands behind your head. Open the elbows. I'm sitting in a butterfly shape. It's better for my body. You can again sit in a cross-legged or elongated legs. From here, bring the elbows towards each other. Pull the abdominal in and go towards your knees. Come up. Open the elbows and lift the chest towards the ceiling. Try not to lean backwards or towards the sky. Really elongate from the chest and the bove and the upper back. And once more, round yourself forward. Pull the navel in. I want to see the time. Okay. And straight up and reach. Once more, round yourself. So I'm mainly working from the chest and the upper back. Find your straight line. And reach up. Place your hands behind you and continue with the stretching forward. So, you're pushing the chest forward, you're bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. The shoulders are far from your ears, so try to create a space here. And now, bring the arms here and round the whole spine forward. And now open. And round forward, pull the abdominal in. And open. Once more, round yourself, you involve the abdominal, you put the navel in, and up, and stay seated. Place your hands under your thighs, find again your straight back. Now take the pillow away if you used one. Bring your arms forward and roll the spine, and roll the spine, away from the femur. You want to create space here in the front of the hips and come back up. En rol naar achteren and come back up. We want to open the lower back, but we also want to create space here for the exercises that we're going to discuss more in this lesson, and come back. So you want to create the opening in the front of the hips. We talked about it in last week's video. And come back. And now sit straight, lift up, elongate from the lower back, bring the lower back a little bit forward so you really have a straight line. Bring your arms forward. Now elongate the legs, find your straight back, and reach forward. Point the toes, bring the chest and your face towards your knees. Come back to a straight line, flex the feet, so you push the heels forward and reach forward. Again with the round back. Now, take your toes if you can, or your ankle, or your shins, whatever you can reach, and go to a flat back. Create one line from the crown to the tail. Take another breath. Again, point the toes, round yourself again. And from here, roll all the way down. Okay, we're starting with the roll up. So the arms go back, bring the arms forward, and reach forward, stretch. And roll naar achteren. And your arms. So now reach with the fingers, reach with the toes, pull the abdominal in, feel the middle back, and the lower back on the ground, the back of the sacrum. Now people, only lift your head and your chest up. So we're starting to work on those exercises. What's important with the position of the rump, you want in the exercises of the series of 5 that we're going to discuss today, is that you feel the back body heavy on the ground. That means that only the tip of the shoulders on the ground. You push the back of the ribs, you push the lower back, you push the back of the sacrum to the floor, and now you come up and reach naar voren. En roll naar achteren. So bone voor bone voor bone. En je armen gaan naar achteren. En breng je armen naar voren. We'll do a little variation with the roll up as you come up. Take one leg, give it a nice stretch, find your straight back. We'll do a little twisting. Bring the arm to the right side and come back. Change. And go to the other side and come back. And go to the first side and come back. And go to the second side, come back, stay here, bring it a little closer to your chest, elongate, place the leg down. Bring your arms here and roll naar achteren. Je armen gaan naar achteren. Bring your arms back till your head, till your chest. Find this place that I was talking about, because soon we're going to work those abdominal exercises. And come back and reach forward. Take the left leg, lift it up, elongate from the lower back, and take it with one hand and twist, pull the abdominal in, find the straight back, and come back. And go to the other side, and come back, stay here, stretch further, place the leg down, stretch forward, and now people roll only to your middle back, and place your hand behind your head. We're going to start with one leg stretch. So place your head first on the floor. You take a breath with the out adema, reach, you lift up. In adema and come up. Your legs are in a Pilates stance, so you have a tension between your inner thighs. Lower back on the ground, contract the glutes. You adem in. And come up, bring the right leg to you. Bring the left leg. So from here we're starting and up. So now I'm going to tell you what I want you to pay attention to. I want you to push the back of the ribs to the ground, the lower back on the ground, the back of the sacrum heavily on the ground, and you're moving the leg, bringing the knees towards your chest from the strength of the abdominal. Now we're taking as it's originally meant. You bring two hands here, you pull it without moving anything else. You bring the knee to your ears and change. And up. Elbows are up high and up. And change. And up. Pull the abdominal in. Try not to sink with your chest. You can even look actively towards the abdominal. So the back of the neck is elongated. There is a space from the ear to the shoulders. Last link, and put your head down. We're going to take a variation of the one leg stretch. You lift your head in your chest and only elongate the right side of the body. So right hand and right arm, reach, 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 and come back. And left, and come back. So, elongate from the front of the hip, and back. And links, and back. And right. And back. And links. And back. And right. And back. And left. Two hands here. We're going to two-leg stretch. Lengthen both. And bring it back. Pull the knee towards the shoulder to the knee. And elongate your legs in a Pilates stand. And reach. Externally rotated. Those legs are externally rotated as you lengthen the body. And as you see, all that moves are my arms and the legs. Up and terech. And lengthen. And back. Once more. And lengthen. And back. Place your head on the ground. Move the hips from one side to the other. Move the head to one side of the other to release the neck. And we're going to create a combination. Lift your head in your chest. Extend the right side and bring it back. Left and now both. Lengthen and come back. And right and back. Make sure that the chest is elevated. And lift and terech. Elongate from the front of the hip. And links and terech. And both. One more set. And right. And back. And left. And back. Both. Come back and lay your head down. So this was one leg stretch and two leg stretch. Now, lengthen the right leg in the air till your head and your chest and elongate the left leg. Now we're going to one straight leg stretch. You pull it to you and up. They call it scissors also, and up, and up, and up. Try to keep the legs long, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Have a cramp, that's why my foot is moving funny. Now listen, you stay here, take the left hand on the right ankle and bring it a little bit, come a little higher, and twist. Right hand on the left ankle and back. So we're doing the one leg stretch with the twist. And up. And up. You should feel it in the obliques. And up. And up. Both legs are active and low. And up. And up. You should feel it in the abdominal. And up. Laatste rechts. Laatste links. Hug your knees. Move the hips from one side to the other. And now, both legs in the air. Place your hand, or let's start with the hand on the side of the tailbone, right? So you have a little elevation here, and flex the feet. Really think that you're standing on the ceiling with flat feet. Bring one leg down and come back. And left and come back. Pull the abdominal in as you lift the leg back up and up and terech and up and to left. Think that you're in the swimming pool and you're pushing the water. So when you lower the leg, you have resistance for the hamstring. When you lift to the quadricep and up. Laatste keer. Laatste links. Now stay here. If you want, if it was too easy, put your hands behind your head till your head and your chest. Lower both legs. Hold and lift it up slowly. So you breathe in, pull the abdominal in, and come back. Now, as you notice, my chest doesn't sink, and back. So I'm pushing the back of the chest, the back of the thigh, the lower back, the back of the sacrum to the ground, and terug. Laatste keer, and come back and place your feet on the ground. Keep your hand behind your head. We're going to the crisscross. Je adem in till your hoofd and you lift your head and your chest. Now listen, you want to eliminate movement in the hips or the knees. Rotation to the right side and find your center. And links and center. And recht. And center. And links. And center. Go to the right side. And center. And links, stay here. Right knee to you, left leg extended. Reach, bring the elbow to the knee, come a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, and switch. And switch. Now people, try not to sink here. You want to lift also this shoulder from the ground, and whistle. And change. And change. The lower the extended leg, the better. Open the front of the hip as you extend the leg. You pull the knee towards your chest. And up. And up. Laatste recht. Laatste links. Pull your knees to you. Lift the legs. If you can, take the ankles. If not, take behind your knees or your calves. If you can, take your toes. Really try to stretch the leg. What we're trying to do now is elongate the back of the calves. Heels are going towards the floor, towards the sky, toes towards you. And now, place your feet under your knees. Your arms are elongated. You take a breath and go to a bridge. Lift the rump up, push the feet on the ground, push the arm on the ground, feel the widening of the chest and the upper back. The head is one line with the spine. Pull the navel in, can you lift the hips higher? And now sequentially roll down from bone to bone to bone, from the upper back, middle back, lower back, back and tailbone. And push your feet down and go back to a bridge. Your knees are going towards the toes. The big toe, you press a little harder towards the floor to align your knees to go forward. You have a tight belt around your waist, so really pull the abdominal in and bone for bone, roll yourself down. Once more, you adem in. And come back up, stay here, and we do a little variation of one leg stretch right here. So use the arm, bring right knee here, elongate, bring it in and place your foot down. So, linker knie, you elongate, pull the knee to the shoulders and pull it down. Right knee to the right shoulder, you elongate, really feel the opening of the hip here. Pull it back in and place the feet down. Links and elongate. Pull in and terug. And right. And elongate. And in. Soon we'll do two legs. No, I'm kidding. And up. And lengthen. And up. And terug. And right. And elongate. Pull in. And back. And links. Try to keep the hips elevated. That was the last one. Lift the hips higher. Contract the glutes. Reach with the arms. Reach, 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 reach. Knees forward. Place your arms here and bone for bone. roll yourself down. Elongate the legs just outside your legs are in a small V, the width of the mat. Your arms are going backwards. Externally rotate the legs a little bit. Bring your arms here and come back up to a straight back. We're going to continue with the spine stretch forward. Flex your feet now. So you push the heels forward, you activate the back of the legs. You take a breath. With the right arm, reach forward. And now bone for bone, come back up. So your arm in. Met the right arm, reach forward, pull the abdominal in. And bone for bone, build your spine back up. You take a breath. And met the right arm, reach, reach, reach. Stay here for a sec. Pull the hips backwards. Pull the ribs back. Reach with the fingers forward. Look actively with your head towards the abdominal. And bone for bone, come back up. We'll do one more. And this is a great exercise to stretch your lower back, middle back, reach. And come back up. And now listen, bring your arms here. Rotate to the right side, but both my glutes are heavily on the ground, and reach outside the right foot. Reach, reach, reach. Make sure that the left glutes, you push it to the ground. The left hips, you're pulling backwards. And come back up. Find your center. Go to the other side. And reach, really reach and elongate. Right glutes and hips are pulling back. And come back. And find your center. Now, go to the right side, and the right arm is reaching behind me. So I'm in the zach. Reach, reach, reach. Look what happened to the back of my hand is against the foot. I'm using it to elongate more. This arm, try to elongate away. And come back. Find the center. Rotate to the other side. And go to the other side. Long arms, one out of the other. Reach, reach, reach. Elongate both legs. Flex the feet. Pull the abdominal in. And come back up. Before we continue, put your hands here a little bit away from your body. And lift up. Lift the chest. Close the legs. And now come up to a reverse plank. Stay here. And we'll do a little bit of back opening and back. And pull the left knee and back. And right. And back. And left. And back. And right. And back. And left. Elongate. Place your feet down. Find your straight back. And again stretch forward. Okay. Come back up. And we go on this side. So come on your right side, or left side, doesn't matter. Go on your elbows if you can. Really engage the side of the abdominal. You lengthen the leg and now bend the lower leg. Yeah? The right leg is elongated. Make sure that the knee and the toes are facing forward. I know it doesn't look so much with me, but I'm really trying. So you don't want to externally rotate it. We want to work the outside of the hip. And I want you to lift up and down and lift without collapsing. Really feel that you have a belt around the middle and up. There is a space from my ear to my shoulder and back and up and down and up and down and up and down. Last time, stay here. You bring the leg forward and behind and forward and back and forward. The same position of the knee and the toe. So you want the knees to face forward because you want to concentrate on the outside of the thighs. Up and back and up. Now people stay here, point the toes. Now externally rotate the leg. And we're going to pulse up and up and up and up and up. Try not to sink. And up and up and up. Bring the leg here. Flex the foot and up and up and up and up, and up, and up, and up. 2 more, and up, and up. Bring the leg back and pull the knees to you. Okay, we're going to the other side. Flip over. And you place the elbows under your shoulder. Elongate both legs. If your back is against the back of the mat, the legs are toward the front, and now bend the lower one. Flex the foot left from the undertalia and lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift. So again, try to position the leg that the knee and the toes are facing the wall in front of you. And up. Push the heel away and pull the abdominal in. And up. Last time. Now bring the leg forward, lift and lower, and lift and lower. I'm still trying to keep this shape of the body. Yeah? Shoulders away from the ears. I'm pulling the abdominal in. The upper body is in one shape. Last time, bring the leg here. Now externally rotate it so the knees and the toes are facing the ceiling, and up, and up, and up. Elongate the leg from the front of the hip, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Bring the leg here and continue, and up, and up, and up, ow, ow, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Last time, bring the knees back and lay back down. Okay? Go lay on your abdominal, on the front of your body. Place your body in a small X shape. So the arms are just outside the mat, if your mat is the width of mine, and the legs are the width of the mat. You take a breath, and now come up. Chest forward, shoulders are going backwards, shoulders away from the ear. Just stretch the front of the abdominal, contract the glutes, look forward, and sequentially roll back down. And your arm in. And come back up, reach, 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 elongate from the talia. Really activate your upper back. So the shoulders are going towards each other. You pull the abdominal in, elongate from the front of the hip, and go back down. Now float the arms, come back up and down. And lift, we're concentrating more on the upper and lower back, and and lift and lower. The legs are now on the ground and lower. And lift, and now place your forehead on your hands. Lift the right leg and let it go back down. Links en terug. En right en terug. En links en terug. En right. En left. And right. And left. Pull the abdominal in. Push the hips towards the floor. And left. One more set. That was the last one. Now, bring your hands here, hand palm, are facing each other. Float everything. Reach, reach, reach. Bring your arms forward, behind, and go back down. Pull the abdominal in. Lift. Reach forward. And behind. Reach towards your toes, and go back down. And lift. Bring it forward. And behind, and go back down. Don't forget to pull the abdominal in, and forward, and back. One more set. And lift, and forward. Behind, place your hand under your shoulders and push yourself to a shelf stretch, to a child pose. So, put your legs together if you can, if your body allows it. Your knees together, your inner thighs together, and really stretch the arms away from you. You take a breath. If you can, walk with the fingers a little bit forward, but try to keep the tailbone towards your heels. Now to stretch those hips that we just worked, walk with the hands to the right side, and the hips are leaning a little bit to the left, or the back end. And walk to the other side. So the hips are going to the right, the hands to the left. And come back, okay? Find your table position with your arm, with your body. So your arms, sorry, I have something in my mouth. Okay, your hands are under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. So make sure that you have very strong bones. You have front rib to the back ribs, navel to your lower, towards your lower back. Now people, elongate the right leg and the left arm, reach. Find the straight line again. Don't just stay here. Contract the glutes, pull the abdominal in. Elongate the leg from the hip, from the front of the hip. Engage the hamstring and come back. And go to the other side. Reach, 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 reach. Stay, stay, and come back. Listen, the leg is one line with your body. You don't want to do this and sink. You want to really keep everything elongated. The legs and the arms are extension of your spine. And come back. And go to the other side. Reach, reach, reach. And come back. Now listen. The right leg is externally rotated. Left arm in the air and pulse. Only the leg. And pulse. The arm stays stable. And up. Shoulders away from the ears. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Now place the hand on the ground and think of one leg stretch. You bring the knee towards your chest, but nothing changed in my body, and reach away. So the one leg stretch, just flipping over and up instead of the back. We are just staying here and in, and contract the glutes at the end of the movement. In and extend. Last time. And extend and bring the leg back. We're going to the left side, so turn over so you can see. I want you to elongate the left leg and left arm. Find your straight line here. Contract the glutes. Reach, 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 and come back. And go to the other side and come back. And go to the first side. Reach away. I'm not bending the leg, I'm reaching away behind me. And terug. And go to the other side, reach. And back. Now, the first side, you stay here. Externally rotate the leg and pulse. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. Contract the glute with every lift. Pull the abdominal in and up. And up. And up. Stay here. Place the right hand on the ground. Now the knees facing the floor. Bring the knee towards the chest and elongate. Nothing happened to my upper body. And elongate. And in. And extend. And in. And extend. Pull the abdominal in. Contract the glutes with every extension. And up. Last time. And extend and go back. Oh, I have cramping again. And go to a shelf stretch again. You can stay here, or you can bring your hands towards your toes, and you're like in a child pose. Take another breath. Exhale. And come back to sitting position. Okay. So what we do now, because we're talking on the serial file, we'll try to do the exercises in succession without stops. So I will ask you to lay down, bring the right knee to your chest, float the left one, and up, and whistle, and up, and whistle. The arm doesn't move, and whistle, and up, and whistle, and up, and whistle. Laatste recht, laatste link, 2 leg stretch, and extend, and come back. Elongate, hold, and come back. Push the lower back to the ground, and terecht. Contract the glutes, the lower the legs, the more challenging the exercise. And terecht. And up. One more. And up. Come back, one leg. And up. And whistle. And up. And whistle. And up. And whistle. Continue the hands behind your head. And up. And whistle. We're going to rotation. And up. Rotate and whistle. So you rotate with the upper body towards the elongate leg, and up and whistle, and up and whistle. Laatste recht, laatste link, crisscross. Rotate, rotate, 3 fast. 1, 2, 3. Rotate, hold, twist, hold, 3 faster. 1, 2, 3. Hold, hold, 1, 2, 3, last time, hold, hold, 1, 2, 3, we will finish with 2 leg stretch, straight leg, you go down, and come up, and you go down, pull the abdominal in and come back, and go down, elongate the leg from the front of the hip, laatste keer, come back up, bring your knees to you, and rock the hips from one side to the other. Rock the head from one side to the other. Cross your ankle, come to sit in the position. And we're going to roll. So bring the knees to you. Find your curled position. And now you roll back and come back. Massage the spine. And hips are going before the chest. So feel the hips are heavy. You bring the tailbone underneath you as you roll. And up. And laatste keer. Stay here. And extend the leg. Bring your arms up. And reach forward. Stay here, you take another breath. Again, if you cannot touch your feet, take your shins or your ankle or your under your knees and come back up, elongate. And your other knee, point the toes and reach now forward, reach, reach, reach. And come back. Okay, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please share it. It will help me a lot. And give it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.